Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's nice to meet you. I'm Keelie, and in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 2020 rewind, aka recap. Both terms are going around on YouTube, so we're just rolling with this today. As you guys know, 2020 was a hectic year full of ups, downs, the good and the bad, and there was a lot of loss, but there were also a lot of gains in 2020. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys my personal ones, and we are just going to get right on into it. As I always say, grab a drink, pop a squat, and let's get started. So of course we're going to start with January. Now January was really crazy, at least for me it was, because I was starting my last semester for my associate's degree in college, and I decided to go with all hands-on classes. So of course I didn't really have a schedule, did make some amazing friends, and also during this time I was recovering from being pretty sick the previous year. So winter of 2019, pretty sure my mom and I got COVID before we realized it was a thing. So I hope to never ever go through that again. But January was pretty simple. It was basic. We had a couple birthdays. Throughout all the hecticness, we did have a couple of celebratory events. So it was my dog Jackson's birthday. I do believe he turned 6 last year. And also my cat Bagheera decided that we were going to give birth behind the television while I was at my art history class. So that was quite the evening. But that just about wraps up January. February was kind of when things started to go a little bit downhill. So not only did I dig into my studies and I really didn't do anything else, but besides that, February was when I decided I had to take a break from YouTube and also stay off social media, because for whatever reason, between my studies and my at-home life, I really just didn't feel like doing anything on YouTube or social media for a while, because I needed to step back and think about what I was going to do, what I was doing. And it was my papa's birthday, so that was really nice as well. I did notice in February that my mood was kind of down in the dirt. Oh, the wonderful month of March. We all know what happened in March, and that is essentially when everywhere in the world pretty much went on lockdown. If they weren't on lockdown already, I currently live in the state of Texas, so we actually went into a lockdown literally right when we got into, or about halfway into, spring break. No more on-campus classes, no more hands-on, technically, so to speak. So of course all of us were in lockdown. We already know grocery stores were being emptied, and that was shocking to see with my own eyes, and it was really terrifying because everything was going missing and everyone like masks everywhere. However, on the plus side, in March I had to decide how to get out of my comfort zone because my professors said we had to do things a different way. So really quickly, I'm going to read off of my computer the order that things kind of went in, if the class stayed the same, if it didn't stay the same. So I was in ceramics. Ceramics, instead of being able to make projects out of clay and use glaze and sculpt and draw on them and everything, we got to bake. But that was really good because it got me in the kitchen. So that was fantastic. So I baked a lot through the months of March through May. It was so fun though, and also everyone in my family benefited because we all got to eat right after I finished my assignment. Next I had photography. Photography didn't really change all that much except for the fact that, you know, I had to work with my house and my backyard, and it was definitely a challenge, but at least I got Photoshop and Lightroom at home on my at-home computer for a certain amount of months for free because I was a college student. So that was really fun, and definitely recreating my final project, that was even more fun because I definitely got creative with it, trying new techniques, new editing styles. So I learned a lot from digital photography and my professor, even though we were stuck at home. And of course, as any art degree, I do believe you have to take drawing, and I did not know how to draw anything. We had to draw, and I think there was an abstract assignment which I found extremely difficult until I found a way to like let loose. I still was trying to be an abstract perfectionist, but that doesn't really work. But eventually I got it, and I got a good grade on the assignment, and then we had to do a mystical creature photo. So if I can find it, I will have inserted here, because I made a mystical queen squirrel, kind of like Queen of the Seasons, and it was actually really cool. My mom gave me the initial idea, like, what about a squirrel, tree rat? We love squirrels in this household, and I kind of ran with it and did it, and I have to say that's probably one of the best things I've ever drawn in my entire life. And lastly, of course, we have more birthdays. So it was my grandma's birthday, our cat Bagheera's birthday, and my dogs Candy and Caramel, aka Bubby's and Sissy's birthdays. So a lot of birthdays. It was quite hectic. March was the longest month of my life. But moving on to April. April, of course, if you guys follow me on the vlog channel, you guys know that my birthday falls in April, so I turned 21 last year. And I thought that it was kind of a bipolar, hectic, but kind of chill birthday because I really didn't do all that much. But we did make a homemade gluten-free cake that tasted amazing. Decorations were kind of questionable, but it tasted amazing. But then we get into May. First and foremost, I got my associate's degree for commercial arts in the mail, and I was so excited, and I'm actually still excited and proud of myself to this day. So on that day, in order to celebrate, I decided that I was going to drink a Kahlua. After that, we decided to play some Monopoly with the family, and I just had a really good time. May is officially when I got out of my YouTube break. I got the oomph up, and I was pumped, and I was posting more videos, and I really kind of took off. It took me a while, but it took off again, and I'm so happy that I am still on YouTube. And then I was super proud of my papa, aka my grandpa, back in May because he got featured in a snap-on video, which I will also have a clip up right here for you guys. And I am so happy. I had to play this video like 12 times just to get this photo because I was so proud of my papa, and I'm so glad that I still have it to this day. And lastly, of course, it was both Mother's Day and my mom's birthday. Normally the two collide, or they're really close, or they're on the same day. June is usually a pretty chill month. So first and foremost, it always starts with my dog Angel's birthday, which is also on my vlog channel. So she turned 4 last year, and it was honestly pretty fun because she got a pup cup, we got our toys, did a little photo shoot for her Instagram. Yes, my dog has an Instagram. You guys can see a little preview right here, and you guys can also go follow her using the link down the description box below. And as strange as this may be, for those of you that have been on my channel long enough to see my latest shower routine, that shower routine started literally exploding. And I think as of right now, from my end, what I can see is it's almost up to 10K views, which is absolutely, completely and utterly insane. And I'm just like, wow, if this video does not get me my monetization, I don't know what is, because that is actually my most popular video on my channel, and was also a very requested video. Unfortunately, June ended on a more sad note. So my cat Muffin, which is actually Bagheera's mom, which was the kitten's grandmother, she actually passed away. I do believe it was due to some type of organ failure, but it came on so fast. Like, we didn't even know what was happening before it was too late. Muffin was one of those cats where she would really just hide anywhere and everywhere and just not come out except to like eat or drink something. Like, she's just one of those lazy cats. So we didn't think anything of it. But then the next time we saw her, we noticed that she was starting to look like really skinny and she wasn't acting right. So, you know, we put her in one of the carriers and like kept her with food and water and tried to separate her from the other animals because we do have basically a little zoo in this house. So we did that, and we looked in the crate not even 24 hours later, and she literally was like losing all of her body weight and she looked really sickly. So we ended up taking her to the vet to see, and unfortunately we've been through this enough times to know the signs of if one of our pets is going to get put down, and we are very attached to our pets. So when we went in, we kind of already knew what was going to happen, but we all hadn't actually seen what Muffin looked like. And I wish that we hadn't seen Muffin in that way, but I am thankful and grateful for her not suffering anymore, because she was suffering. And, you know, I wish we would have caught it sooner, but unfortunately she passed away. But we do have her cremated, and we have her ashes in the house up with our other pets. Oh, the great month of July. So July always starts off on a little bit more of a dramatic note because both of my sisters, we are all 2 years apart. And if you guys don't know, I do have a middle sister and a younger sister, but their birthdays are 2 years and a day apart. Why? Because they will never ever let us celebrate their birthdays on the same day. It has to be 2 completely separate shindigs, part A and part B. There is no in between at all. So it's always crazy, but it usually turns out pretty fun. And we also take a little bit of a awkward turn because it turns out my dog Faith was having a phantom pregnancy. So we had a lot of weird things going on in 2020. 2020 was bipolar as heck. Just bipolar. So we really thought that my dog was pregnant, and I was like, this would literally make no sense. Like, it'd be cool, but it would make no sense because the only unfixed male dog that we have is a Chihuahua. That doesn't work. So thankfully it was only a phantom pregnancy, but man, it looked real to me. and she was acting real to me, and she even had the little bloat going on. I was like, oh my god. But she wasn't pregnant, and I hope we don't have to go through that again. But then July ends on a good note, because July, towards the end, is when I earned my first 100 subscribers here on YouTube. So I hosted a 100 subscriber giveaway, which was also my first ever giveaway. And even though I think I only had one entry, but that one person was super excited, like, hey, I won. And I'm so glad that, you know, he enjoyed his gifts and everything they wanted to give away. And speaking of which, shout out to the 200 subscriber giveaway, because we have one on right now, and you have until January 10th to enter. You only have a couple days left, so go and do it while you got it, and we will definitely be seeing who the winner is by next week. Moving on to August. So August, like every other month, I was really in the kitchen a lot. And then in August, this is really the last thing that happened that's worth mentioning in the video. I made my first ever Instagram reel, and Janine Amapola commented on it, and I was just really happy by that because it was inspired by one of her reels. So I decided to recreate it, put my own little twist on it, and she commented it and liked it, and I was like, aw, that's so amazing. And I also looked up to her so much, so that definitely, it made my month. It made the year for me. September was a pretty random month, if anything, because nothing really drastically like exciting happened, but nothing super duper boring happened at the same time. So really quickly, I'm just gonna list things off my computer because there just really wasn't a whole lot going on, I guess. So first and foremost, I did launch photography merch. So if you guys don't know, I do have a photography channel here on YouTube as well. I am not super duper active on it just because I kind of juggle too much right now, but I do have photography merch. So if you're a photographer, if you're a fellow creative like myself, you guys can check that out. It is k.m.longoria here on YouTube, and I do have merch, so go check it out. To wrap up September, the last thing that I can remember is that I actually won a Physicians Formula giveaway for the Complete Natural Defense collection. And it's actually crazy because it is still sitting in my armoire completely unopened, because I told myself I'm not opening this until I film a video on it. So you guys are getting a video on it soon because I haven't opened it and I am in dire need for a concealer. October is where I had to take yet another YouTube break. I have yet to come across like telling you guys why October is such a difficult month for me on this channel. I guess not in detail, but to explain it more. But long story short, October, senior year, my dog Tank passed away, and it was literally in the most traumatic way that I could have ever imagined anything like that happening to anyone or any child, any high schooler. So October, a lot of anxiety and depression sunk back in a little bit, and I really just didn't feel like doing too much, and I didn't feel like being on social media or YouTube, so I took another break. Also during this month, I was playing a lot, and I mean a lot, of Mario Kart and Jurassic World Alive. I literally was attached to my phone like it wasn't anything else because I didn't have any schooling to do, and I didn't feel like making YouTube videos at the time, so I sat and played on my phone all the time. November is when things started to kick off for me again. I decided, you know, everything just kind of jumped up at once, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna upload almost every day of December. I'm gonna do Vlogmas. I'm gonna vlog the holidays, and everything clashed at once, but I did it. So November is when I started planning my Vlogmas merch, and I started planning out Vlogmas, kind of getting a thumbnail idea together. So I was somewhat put together for December, but I didn't want everything to be, you know, too perfect like a perfectionist, because I wasn't doing that. For the holidays, I did film Thanksgiving, which was actually pretty hectic and crazy. So if you guys want to watch that vlog, I know it's not like the holiday season anymore, but if you guys want to, you guys can go and check that out for sure. Of course, we have another birthday. It was our dog June's birthday. And of course, now we have reached the last month of 2020. There was a lot happening, and it was very bipolar and a superb roller coaster in December. Holy cow. First things first, we completed Vlogmas, and I uploaded every day, Monday through Friday in December. Of course, the YouTube channel reached 200 subscribers, hence why we were having a 200 subscriber giveaway. I also revamped my room for 2021, and as you guys can see a little bit in the background. So we've got some fairy lights, we've got my initials back here so you guys can figure out my whole entire name. I know you guys know my first and last name, but do you guys know my middle name? What's my middle name? And then also we have a new little layout in the back here. Of course, I had to design the 2021 merch, so you guys can check that out whenever you would like to, but pretty much the theme is, of course, it has to do with my favorite color, which is purple. And it also has to do with surrounding the word persevere. That is my word of the year because it has been speaking to me, calling out my name, and I'm just like, okay, we're gonna roll with this perseverance, we're gonna persevere, and we're gonna kill this year. I had my official virtual graduation from Central Texas College for my associate's degree, and it was long, but as soon as I heard my name, I clicked off. More pet birthdays too. So it was our oldest cat, Charlie's birthday. He turned 14 last year. And then it was also Faithy May's, our youngest dog's birthday. She turned 2 years old and she is so big. It is insane. And lastly, 2020 ended on a little bit more of a rough-ish note because my mom did injure herself. We think it's her sciatica that acted up, but this is the worst that's probably ever acted up since she first found out about it. But she is slowly recovering, and you guys have been giving your wishes and hoping that she feels better soon on social media. So I really do appreciate that, and we are getting there. We are getting there, and she's doing a lot better, and I'm super proud of the progress that she's making. And that is my year. That is 2020 in a nutshell for you guys. Was it the most exciting year? No, but were there some great accomplishments? Yes. Were there definitely some lows? Oh yes. But I made it through 2020, and that's what matters. My family made it through 2020. Whether we are in Texas or Wisconsin, it doesn't matter because we are strong and we are cool like that. So now it's time for all of the public service announcements of the day. Just another reminder, 200 subscriber giveaway. You guys have until January 10th to enter the giveaway. So when you guys get a chance, go check out that video. It will be down the description box below if you guys don't want to check that out. And then, of course, you guys have 30% off my entire Teespring shop through January 14th, which I have extended for you guys. So you guys, you can use my code Keelie30 to get 30% off anything and everything to include the 2021 merch. I love you guys so much. I love you to the moon and back. Have an amazing day. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Love you guys.